What is up, guys? It is me, King Dark Lord, back with another video. We're going to be talking about James Charles and Dr. Phil. Trigger warning for anybody who is triggered against abuse and sexual abuse. So, here we go. In light of all the recent accusations against James Charles, recently came to surface about the sexual advances that he's been taking against young people. Do you guys remember the Tati Westbrook 2019 scandal, the Bi-Sister scandal, where she had stated that he has flirted with people who are straight? Now, it's ironic that it's all coming back into full form. That what she said was true. He came back with a rebuttal saying it's not true, and it turns out to be 100% true. I'm not happy with this whole thing, and if people use their platform, okay, if they're celebrities, they use their platform for the right reasons, and they use it properly, and they use it with power. You know what they say, great power comes great responsibility. And some of these YouTubers do not have great responsibility when it comes to their fans. I'm making sure, personally, that I do not have a 6-year-old fan base. I want a fan base that is my age group, and that would be nice to have. But besides that, it is disappointing when you see all these YouTubers that you look up to. Shane Dawson, David Dobrik, James Charles, now Dr. Phil. When you look up to these people, you don't realize that they do the most terrible stuff ever. I have some notes here. I'm going to read a little bit off of here. I don't want to read too much into it. If you guys want to, I'll post it down below if you guys want. But it's really, 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 really wrong when you use your platform and your power and your fame to manipulate and treat your audience like they're puppets on a string, and you're the puppet master. A 16-year-old boy claims Charles had groomed him and pressured him into exchanging sexual photos through the Snapchat. Charles spoke out against the allegations and claimed he's been unaware of the boy's age at the time of the interaction. Charles continues to post on all of his platforms as though nothing has happened. See, again, you take your power and your responsibility and you shove it up people's faces, and it's not fair. It's not fair. It also says here that 3 more males came forward to share their negative sexual experiences with Charles. A 17-year-old boy shared screenshots alleging that Charles had continued to flirt with him through the Instagram messages. Even though learning his age, a third man of an unclear age came forward to share his negative sexual fueled conversations with Charles. Now, it's terrible because YouTube has fired Charles from hosting the popular YouTube reality competition show Instant Influencer. A spokesperson for the show told Vanity, "We confirmed season 2 of the YouTube original series. Instant Influencer will be taking a new creative direction and a new host." Now, it's that bad that James Charles, the host of Instant Influencer, is now being fired from the show, and now they're taking some new directions. But it gets worse here. Cosmetics brand Morphe announced Friday it was parting ways with the beauty YouTuber James Charles, who has came under fire recently over reports he exchanged sexual messages with minors. In light of the allegations against James Charles, Morphe and James have agreed to end their business relationship and wind down sales of the Morphe X James Charles product offering. Morphe said in a statement shared on Twitter, it is and has always been Morphe's goal to create a positive, safe space, positive and empowering space, where all beauty lovers can freely share their artistry and passion for cosmetics, and Morphe is committed to fulfilling that goal. So not only did Morphe apparently, from what everybody's saying, parted ways, and from what this article says, it parted ways with Mr. Charles, but they're winding down the sales. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, winding down sales, really, honestly. We'll get one more section here. It says, Charles also shared a statement on Twitter about the news, saying that many of the business partners have recently, reconsidered their negative feedback in light of the allegations against him, including Morphe. Okay, so they're taking a hit. They're taking a hit on these allegations, and it's not looking good for Morphe. It's not at all. In February, a 16-year-old boy told Insider Charles sent him nude photos, despite the boy telling the YouTuber he was 16. Charles denied knowing the boy's age and claimed the teen said he was 18. Alright, so if you know that someone says they're 16 and you're sending these kind of stuff, I think your brain should tell you just to stop, because it's not right. It continues. The boy accused Charles of grooming, which refers to building a relationship of trust with a young person in order to manipulate or abuse them, according to the UK's National Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Children. Multiple other young people have came forward on social media to accuse Charles of engaging in inappropriate exchanges with them. In April, in a video posted in April, Charles apologized, acknowledging that some of the interactions have occurred, and said he was being reckless. In his statement on Friday, Charles said again, he believed the people he was talking to were 18 at the time. So apparently some of these people have said that they were 18, but when really they were 16, maybe 14 years old. It is really, really important that you check the background of the account that you're going to associate yourself with, or just look into it. Just look into it. Never, ever, ever assume that these kids will be telling you the truth sometimes. But that is enough with James Charles. Now we're on to Dr. Phil. If you guys don't know, Dr. Phil is being called out by rapper Danielle Bregoli, and she's calling him out for the alleged abuse, and this is all alleged, of the Turnabout Ranch. If you guys don't know what that is a troubled teen camp for teens to get some help and, people that need help. Danielle Bregoli was sent there when she was 13, when she arrived on the Dr. Phil show. So she was sent there, and she has said she has experienced negative things at that camp. The reason why she spoke out is because she was compelled to speak out because another girl who was on Dr. Phil was 16, Hannah Archuleta, was also allegedly abused by a staff member and then punished to the highest degree because she reported the abuse. So it turns out that Danielle Bregoli was suffering from a lot of abuse, mental and physical abuse. They would have to do stuff outside. I'm going to place a video of her speaking about that a little bit more in somewhere in this section of this video so you guys get a better understanding. But I just don't understand how. Number one, Dr. Phil does not have a license to do anything. His license was suspended years ago. So I don't understand why he still has a show, why he's still taking care of people. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why is he still, doing the things he's doing? Okay? Well, tell me why. Tell me why. And maybe I understand. But again, he is using his power, his money, his fame to destroy young people's lives. Maybe I'm just being too harsh, but that's how I feel about it. But again, I will leave Bhad Bhabie's video down below so you guys watch the full video in full entirety, but I will leave a piece right here. Hold on.
I was 13 years old when I went to Turnabout Ranch. I feel like it's very important for me to speak on this because I kept my mouth shut for so long. I did touch on it a couple times in different situations, but I really want to get my whole story out there and let everything just be out, because that's the thing with these places is you have no evidence. You don't have a phone there. They don't have cameras there. Like, there's no evidence of none of this. And obviously all the staff is in on it, so they're not going to snitch on each other. All you really have is the kids that are there. So a young lady, her name is Hannah, she recently spoke out because while she was there, she was sexually assaulted, and then when she reported that she was assaulted, she was punished by staff, sent to Turnabout or any other program like this. And if you don't, I'm gonna handle things my way. Somewhere in the middle of August, I went on the Dr. Phil show, and my mom and my grandma knew they were sending me here. I didn't know I was going. I went school shopping right before because the school was supposed to start when I got home from LA from doing the show. So part of the whole Dr. Phil show is they send these kids to either Turnabout or these other programs that are also in Utah, but they're all wilderness programs and they're all fucked up. Okay, so Turnabout is in the middle of Escalante, Utah. It's a very, 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 very small town. It's got one gas station, one grocery store. Everybody knows everybody there. You see you're in the middle of nowhere. You know there's nowhere to run. If you try to run out there, they're gonna find you, you're gonna get in more trouble, or if you do get away, you're gonna get eaten by a coyote or something. Because took in there against my will. They give you transporters. Transporters are two people, a male and a female, that come in the middle of the night. They don't tell them where they're going. They just take them, they handcuff them, they put them in the car. It's basically like kidnapping. We got there, I got out of the car, and I just seen it looked like nothing. It was just super dark.
We think it is long overdue for Turnabout Ranch to be held accountable for what happened to Hannah when she was there.
New at 5, a 19-year-old says she was sexually assaulted by a staff member at a Garfield County Center for Troubled Teens, then punished for reporting it. Now she is suing that center.
Fox 13's Haley Higgins is live in Salt Lake City this evening. And Haley, there are some big names involved in this lawsuit.
Yeah, so the 19-year-old is represented by high-profile attorney Gloria Allred. Now, the plaintiff was sent to the Turnabout Ranch after an appearance on the Dr. Phil show. And she says while she was at the ranch, she was not properly protected.
At the ranch, I was alone and isolated from all of my family.
While staying at the Turnabout Ranch in remote Escalante, Hannah Archuleta says she was 17 when she was sexually assaulted twice by a staff member in 2019.
So, yeah. So, as I was saying, this is one of the worst. Okay? Things to do. Just please, people, can we stop using our power and our money and our fame to trick people into believing that they're 18, or asking them for photos, or telling them you're going to send them photos. And please stop sending these teens. It's bad enough that Turnabout Ranch is still open to this day, after everybody is calling these things out. By the way, there is a movement by the name of Breaking Code Silence. Due to the movement by Paris Hilton in her documentary, I'll be leaving that down in the description below if you guys are interested in watching the documentary. But she started a movement called Breaking Code Silence. This is basically people that are speaking against abuse that have been silent for so long by their abusers. I don't think it's right, but I have some stats here, some statistics from RAINN that I'll be placing at the end of this video, so you guys can get better. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love every single one of you guys. I hope you guys have, comment down below. If I've missed anything, again, comment down below. Like and subscribe. My channel will be down below. I'll be back with a new video. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I love you guys. As always, stay dark.
you.